Yeah, go ahead.
Imagine sindichua zina university naka yakubulanta azikati
UNIMA
UNIMA ndiyo aya zosatheka zimene
futa bwanje ubwiza
I don't know.
System out of many mabangira ga anthu ajamba ntchito ena ajama khani ma civil servant kuma.
And you know what, some of them they benefited from the board as way back as what is it that's going to happen?
I can tell you guys, I can prophesy. I'm not a prophet. Kuma I can prophesy. Kuna udi Thanks Eliah and haina as a politician. Alright guys, welcome to another episode of the KNTRL Podcast. My name is Matthew Mwantani, but for the sake of this podcast, I like to go with the name Styles. So I did intentionally mention all those names because lately I've had people confused. We're in Matthews, we're in the Styles. But I went and now wanafusa ku comment section ya YouTube. Could you say you mess and no, my name is Mwadzwao and Yanga. But then, for the sake of this podcast, I like to go with the name Styles. Lina Rondraba ID, guys. Lina Rondraba and Sonko. So yeah, if you're watching, please do subscribe because Magabanga subscribe, it gives us energy. Jambula another episode because we know we have viewers out there that are waiting for our content. So please do subscribe and also follow our Facebook page, KNTRL Podcast. Facebook, so TikTok. All right, guys. In today's episode, guys, we welcome one of the infamous former student union president of the University of Malawi, UNIMA. He is also a civil servant, currently working with the Malawi Police Services. Also, he is a humanitarian, and you're also looking at one person who was once a school dropout for almost 2 years. Welcome to KNTRL Podcast, Mr. Thanks Eliah Mwawanda.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Zina normaliza, right?
Yeah, Mwawanda, yes.
Busy. Like when I saw it, Thanks Eliah. So I saw the Mwawanda and I was like, so I keep training Mwawanda.
Yeah.
Hey.
You know, with northern surnames, they are long, kinda. Yeah, but yeah. So I use Eliah as my official surname, but it's my father's first name. So what I did was I just had to get my father's first name to be my surname. But I'm Thanks Eliah.
Tell us more about the name Thanks, man. It's very rare. I wouldn't pay muntu ino I go in a woody. I indeed zina la unique ngala Thanks.
Yeah, okay. My full name is Thanksgiving.
Wow.
My full name is Thanksgiving. I am told.
Thanksgiving?
Yes. Uh-huh. So I am told, my dad told me that when I was born, there are things that he wanted to accomplish in life, but then he didn't accomplish those things. So what he did was to thank God, you see? So he had to thank God for a male child and being the firstborn. So he named me Thanksgiving. Yeah. But when I was growing, you know, my mates could just be shortening my name, calling me Thanks. So I got used to the Thanks. Yeah. And it happened that I've been registering that Thanks name starting from my primary, secondary, up to university.
So it's Thanksgiving Eliah
Mwawanda, yes.
Right.
Sure.
Of course, I did a simple introduction, but let me give you the chance to reintroduce yourself, Mr. Thanks Eliah Mwawanda.
Well, I am Thanks Eliah Mwawanda, as I've lightly said.
Yeah.
I'm based in Zomba right now, but originally I'm from Karonga. Not Kalonga, but Karo.
Nice.
Karonga. I'm from Lupembe.
Yeah.
I think you might be familiar with the
Lupembe.
From
boy from Lupembe, each and every post.
So yeah, in fact, our viewers now they are watching the boy from Lupembe.
I knew you would mention it again.
Yeah, so I was born in Lupembe, in Karonga, traditional authority Kyungu, that is in Karonga Central. It's a remote area. Of course, now it's developing, but It's a remote area, born from a very humble background. Mostly, some years I was raised by my mom. Our dad passed on when I was a very small boy. That is in 2007. We lost our dad, but I'm a firstborn child in the family of 6. We could have been 5, but enaged my twins. So yeah, so we are 3 boys and 3 girls. So as I've said, right now I'm based in Zomba, specifically Police College. So I'm at Police College where I'm working as a trainer with the Malawi Police Service. So I'm a trainer that side. I train serving police officers, senior police officers, both the drill and class. So in class,
I'm a senior officer.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. By the nature of the college, Malawi Police College, which is based in Zomba, is the higher learning institution in the Malawi Police Service.
All right.
Yeah. Our colleagues in other countries, SADC countries, they have academies, police academies. Let's give an example of Rwanda. They have a police academy. You see? So here in Malawi, we have other training institutions, training schools like Police Training School Imbi, Police Training School Mlangeni, and in Takataka. But then we also have Malawi Police College, specifically designed for senior officers so that we can train them about leadership and command, how they can be good leaders in their respective formations.
So you because you look so young, man. And you're telling us you're training senior officers.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
But I'm not young. He's a 30-year-old guy young.
Yeah. You are. I mean, they come with you at the very how old was he by then? He was like 38 or 40
he was somewhere around there.
We were proud of the late Chidi Mabuda when he was joining politics. I think he was 50, if I'm not mistaken, 50 or not. If not for something.
Yeah.
So yeah, 30. I'm also just 2 years couldn't do when he said 30, so you know.
You're close to the third ladder.
Yeah. But let's start with Tiambireba, you dropping out of school.
Yeah. I mentioned in my introduction at some point that my dad passed on.
Yeah.
So life was hard, very hard. We could be traveling long distances from where I stay to Lupembe Primary School. Then later on, I was selected to a CDSS. Yeah. I was selected to a CDSS, which is Lupembe CDSS. But now, it was hard for my mom to find school fees. Then it happened that I stayed 2 good years out of school.
How many primary or secondary?
Secondary.
Wow.
Yeah, I stayed 2 good years out of school because of fees. But then I moved. I moved from Lupembe. I went to Nyungwe. It's close. Maybe 50 kilometers from my home. So I went that side. I started again. Yeah. I started again in Form 3, that is. Then my uncle came in. Came in. Then he took me to Lilongwe. Then that side, Nagambirabe Form 3, that is in 2011. Yeah. So I wrote my first MSc and I did not perform very well. My first MSc, I had the 24 points. Yeah. So yes, of course, I would have made it to public universities, but my uncle was too occupied. He was too occupied. He had a lot of responsibilities. So I could understand him. So I stayed between 2013, 14, 15. So in 2015, the passion was still on.
Yopangabe school.
Yeah. So I went to high profile in Zomba. Yes. Nabila high profile undega bwirizi. So 2015 that is. Then 2016, nango sandi mwezi umozi kuti nikalembe maiso. It happened kuti I did some interviews with the Malawi Police Service using the certificate that I told you that I had 24 points. Yeah. So luckily in 2016 I was picked with individual training. You see? Go police training school. Now I was in a dilemma. I wanted to go to the university and I was working really hard. You see? But my uncle advised to say, you know what? Please go do the training After coming back, you can proceed. I listened to him. I still listen to him so much up to this day. So I went for training. The posting, I got posted here. I trained at police training school Malangeni. I got posted here in Zomba. That's in 2017. Now, 2017, come 2018, in between 2017 and 2018 academic year, I enrolled at police secondary school as an open student. And by then, I had not finished my probation.
So no inu mwapeza ntchito yabwino boma sifosevati koma mupanga beza sukulu.
All right. Despite that, I had that passion to proceed to further my studies. There are also people who believed in me. So they believed in me, and then they encouraged me to go back to school. One of them is the current Deputy Inspector General of Police, Dr. Noah Kaira. He saw me grow in the police lines here in Zomba. So when I met him after my police training, he encouraged me to go back to school.
What's so special about you? I mean, abolisi wanali wambili. How did he just randomly pick with that? I mean, you know, how kazike ni niyo basi? Because I'm pretty sure this is already amara umanandwina leso mwisho nyamara mkazika basi uri kabangeni so ni school. But what do you think it was so special that he saw in you uri mpaka na ukazike basi so that I feel like you knew mugabilize be umenya geri.
All right. I surely believe that sometimes God speaks through people. You see, sometimes maybe it was God speaking. I believe it was God speaking to him that I need to go back to school. So he came to me and told me that but this is an order. School. You have to do school. So I listened to him. But you know, it was hard for me to register. I did not start from 3 again. I did not enter in class. It was hard for me to register. I had to struggle. By then, all schools in Zomba, and I had to take registration, manual registration. Later on, there's no space, no couldn't register. But no Bangladesh, my car, no Mawirenga, can I go on my Zatsa Jaguruga, but some 14 points.
Fast forward in the interest of time.
Yes.
Another time. We understand uri mnaka kano president wa student union. Urafika umene ujago ndi background yako, because I understand, I don't know if it's true, I wasn't at a public university, but from the people that I've had conversation with, I mean, I president of my public university, I say, would you call president wa public university? It's not as simple as it looks on paper. One, you need to have confidence. You need to have funding ya campaign. So lewe mfano wa kulupembe wenda bea ovala kabudu ngambika wafika bwe kuchita kulibisa team ndijani kuti uyambere kukanzira. I think ineva malo nova ndi kale president.
Okay, that's an excellent question. In fact, I never dreamed that I would be president of that institution, honestly speaking. So when I got to Chanko, the first thing that I started is the late Lovely. We'll talk about it maybe. The first thing that started between the presidency and late Lovely, the organization
that's
started.
An organization.
Yes, it is. So late Lovely started first, and in fact, it did not necessarily start Kuchanko. It started even before I went to Chanko. For 9 times kupesa ndama yonje ku police kuja, I could be funding ana basi kwa kuleta makope, basi kulipira kwa fees by then 9 ndiana tatu.
So you said we'll talk about it later, so I'll keep the question for later. You can go ahead.
Okay, so when I went there with what we were doing, I was a class representative for 4 courses. Others may call them modules if they wish. But then people maybe looked at me and saw a potential leader in me. So as you lightly said, it really demands a lot for you to do the campaigning and stuff. But
I budget $1 million. I would go ngaruli bendrama zo do $1 million. So ngaime kuchango kapera kupole kuchakuti ineyo ndi imira. How true is that?
But mine was small, not necessarily small, but it was 1.3
million.
So
it's true.
So mine was 1.3, and in fact that one was small as compared to my
1.3 million budget.
There was a guy who was competing with my guy. He had funding.
Gosh, madam. Okay, chima kulimbisa ni tima njani kapera pameba chapo so palikuja bwino. Nanga for you who send drama 1 million, as you're saying, 1.3, and already you're putting it really cheaper 1 billion.
You know what? I think it's the passion. That is the mentality that many students out there they have. That when you become a students' union president, you receive a lot of money, you eat a lot of money, but it's not like that. I'll tell you, point blank, that I was receiving 22,000 Malawi kwacha on a monthly basis.
As a president of a public university.
I was receiving 22,000.
My benefits in the Ambi, I've been managed 22,000. Come my benefits.
Man, my benefits are going you become a figurehead. You when it comes to social networking, it is easy. You do some social networks and some things which could have been tough, they become easy. I came out of the presidency without a car.
Yeah, you know, especially kupole maga president akupole. That's why I asked pamene bajapo pamakhala monetary benefits and I go chuluka kwambiri because like for you menda for you we get budget when I would okay. Let's say ndio muntu andrama cause maybe 2 million. Kuma mwine 40 ways makuvuta you had to source funds mpaka 1.5 1.3 million. Kuma ndio
and in fact out of the 1.3 million my personal money imeenda naikabo inayo ni 400k.
400k.
Yeah, the rest inachopita.
Kumano nduna kuti chokulimbisa ntima sizingakhale kungopanga safe.
Okay, let me tell you. I'll be very honest with you. I don't think with the money that you get from there one can buy a car. Let's be very honest. The allowances you get, okay, even when you go outside, the allowances you receive, you can't really buy a car.
But
people embezzle. I will be honest with you. People embezzle funds. Just because they're in charge, they misuse the resources. Yeah, very.
Wow.
It's very easy. There are some other sources that you can steal, okay? But then the money that the students give to the as a subscription fee, which as we speak is at 10,000, we collect around 100 million.
Wow.
100 million per academic year. But now you see, it's not easy to steal that money. But there are some other areas which is the money that side is if you don't have the passion for your people. You can steal. But I'll tell you that, not to brag, but maybe the University of Malawi have had one of the most transparent presidents. Yes. Yes. Because we did not steal from the people. We did not steal from the people.
2 million.
I know. No, yeah. So that's what happened. So what motivated me most is the call that I received from my friends to lead them. I received a very overwhelming support. I still keep videos in my phone. I have them in my PC as well, so that in the future, surely. But I received a lot of support because even the votes that I got, I think I got 3,411.
I think was it 3 or 4?
Yeah, somewhere there.
I mean, learning medicine. I mean, I'm a bobo. I think 1.1.
Yeah, sure. So that is what happened. But then I credit all this to my friends, the UNIMA family, because of the love, because of the trust that they had in me.
How does it feel being president of UNIMA?
It is both great and challenging. You know, when we talk about universities in Malawi, mother universities, we talk about the university that God loves the most. We are talking about talking about UNIMA.
Yeah,
you see. So imagine you are the president of a leading university, a number 1 university, the best university in the land. Look at that.
Bragging rights, yes.
Look
go
at
ahead.
That, yeah. So it's good. It's an honor, in fact. But at the same time, it's challenging. It's challenging in the sense that, you know, when I was president, the students' population was around 10,000 plus. I'm talking about generic student studies, excluding audio and the likes. We are 10,000. Yes. Now, leading these students is not an easy thing because most of these, they come from a very humble background. Anali my CDSS, my schools or their government, or they are fair in terms of fees. They mango push a gate, kumene kuja kuwerenga mausaveji muja, ndikutengedwa, ndikukhoza ndikubwera kuti kumakuti ukafike kwao ndi anovutika kwambiri. So now there are a lot of issues yama needed students, my public universities, and one of them being University of Malawi. So it is challenging because your friends, they expect a lot from you. You see? Yeah, being the president. Ena mpaka mwinake umaganza kuti kuti anthu awawo kumanitenga nayo ngati president wa dziko kapena chani. You see? So yeah, it's both good and
challenging. Is it true? I've heard also malumas when you guys, my president of public uni, sometimes you get a chance to meet current serving president.
I've met Dr. Lazarus Chakwera.
Not just for handshakes, like to sit down and have a proper conversation.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. We have had that opportunity to meet.
You made the call or he made the call?
They called us.
My president. Yeah. That's very interesting.
They called us. They called us. I may his soul rest in peace. At one point I met SKC. Yeah.
On his call also.
Yeah, on some issues we discussed. Then we met the state president. The main reason why I went to meet the state president was to negotiate with him on upkeep increment. Yeah. By then we were receiving 350. So we went there to negotiate with him to increase the upkeep for university students from 350. We wanted a 600, but they gave us a 560.
Wow, that's nice.
So yeah, so if I am to brag, I would say during my tenure, I facilitated this and negotiated with government, and government worked on it, and it passed. Sure, and not only that, also the intake in public, loan beneficiaries, we also negotiated on the same. You know what? Government extended an arm. They increased the intake up to 30,000 from somewhere around 21,000. Yeah. They have even extended it to. The loans board now can even give loans to private institutions. You see, because of our efforts and the.
So you are you saying you also when you went there
yes, we did.
Private.
Yes, consider them because you know what? Some of these people, they had private universities not because they wanted public universities. But you know, public universities space is limited, so the National Council for Higher Education cannot select all students. You find out that someone with 21 points, which is 6 credits already, is left behind. But this person cannot be wasted. That's why they go into private universities. We have got nice public universities. One of them I'll talk about CU. I'll talk about Livingstone University, one of the best private universities in Malawi. So these people, they need support. They are from not well-to-do families, but just because they have that passion to further their studies. So government has to help them, and indeed that's happening.
Wagamba zama private university wandukumbusa issue na yokuza ndi the education system. There was a time Kaligali, even mabwana,
yes,
they would prefer you can agree with me, they would even prefer kumutumiza mwana wao ku school ya boma than near private. And the primary schools and the secondary schools.
Yes.
But now when we talk about the primary school and the secondary school, aliyese mwinaso uleweyo ukaza kandi family yako mafuno zayiphule mwana wako azikaphuzira ku private.
I got a kid. My kid is at a private primary school.
Exactly. Exactly my point. Aliyese amafuna zoti mwana wake apite ku private.
Yeah.
So it's like kuti somehow schools zimene zinali zabwino za primary ndi secondary zaboma panopono zinatembera because makhanga tino maphunziro abwino ali ku ma private primary schools ndi secondary. Do you think the same thing is going to happen because ukuku zinayambira ndi ma primary kenaka nakafika mpaka ku ma secondary? Do you see the same thing happening? So do you have that fear na kuti khozaso zachitika kusogolo kuti ma private universities taking over kuposa ma public uni?
Yeah, first let me talk about the primary and what. You know, there are a number of factors why students, parents would love their kids to be educated private. Yeah. You find a good magamaganga primary, maybe teachers they are not really motivated. Maybe recently we are to kuona kuti mazipunza pangula promote kaonjeza salary and the likes. Komano, you cannot entrust someone una kuda kudanda ula payment yake siri bwino ndikumpasa mwana wako kuti amusule amene. It's hard, eh? So that's why people opt for private universities. Now, when we come to universities, that fear can be there to say, what if maybe the education standard goes so low in public universities to an extent that people will be opting for what? Public universities. Yes, but it will take time because there are a number of reasons which maybe I may not exhaust them all now, but we need to be careful.
Now let's talk about you being famous. Do you even know you're famous, man? I'm asking this. I'm honest because I said earlier on, I did not have the chance to go to public uni.
Yeah.
I went to private college. But I say I've never heard president of public uni or chuga. I wasn't paying attention. Commando sinavebu zina. I don't even remember zina la muntu menali. But I just feel like you're one of the but I just feel like you're one of the public union student union president because I understand my private college, but they know your name. Couldn't this this guy is really famous. I'm sorry to bring this up, but when you are involved in that road accident, the news that were disseminating my social media, like people, and Hosiana, maybe the group Mujan, and he never was there. I would done all I was like, oh, so this guy is really famous like this. Why do you think you're famous like that?
Maybe it's because of what I learned to live for others.
Which is the humanitarian part.
My philanthropic works, maybe. I'm thinking so. Because I learned something. I got where I am in a hard way. So I try as much as I can to live for others. Because the rule is simple. You lose nothing by loving others. You lose nothing by being humble. And you lose nothing by helping others. These material things that we have, we found them and we shall leave them. So I will not benefit anything if I try to accumulate everything for myself. So maybe people know me because of that. Maybe.
Yeah, but you're really doing a good job because even Suma Sanka ayakana kuchanko kafsini anaina makala sekondari. But then
yes.
Pamakala, I saw your post. I think it should be early August.
Yes.
Which is already this month.
Yes.
You posted something about some student scam. He was using you as a humanitarian for his own personal benefits.
Yes.
How challenging it is kumagwira ntchito ngati imene ndi ma issues ngati awa komanso mwino kamanka so maybe I think I want you to tell us kuti if I come to you, let's say anditenga, of course I want Chanko to take me with my joint. Let's say let's say kuti ndapeza mwayo ena kuti mwina ndikapange maphunziro pena pake, and then I come to you, you don't know me, you have never met me, and then I sent you that message. I mean, my schedule. How do you go through it? Kupanga process, kupanga digest, and all that. I think Minali tells you, afunika ditandizo. Uyu yakundinamiza.
All right. Mostly, I have always wanted to know the person. Okay? There is something that happened that taught me a lesson for me to start doing vetting. There is a friend when I was at Chanko. There is a friend who came to me complaining lenti ya muvuta and the likes. Some of them by then you are in the half in alibi. I'm at 15K. Dinampass 15K. That I recall it was in 2021. Then later on, I showed again. Man, people I need to think. If you're tuma kusata ni kwema wanga zimzabwina. Kumano meshowanga uja masasatani. Sasa mpase so. For na good dollar I need girlfriend kudo masi. Ndiye amafuna 5K anantumiza girlfriend. 5K anakagura ili.
Wow.
No, okay. Fine. So starting from that time, akakaudi ndi student wangu Chanko akandipa ngati.
You didn't confront the guy?
I did not.
Wow.
I just left it. That's my choice, babu.
He knew unadziwa kapena manguona ngoti basa taja nana miza naji.
No, I told him koma that was last year. Tokumaliza. I told him, you know what? You did the ABCD. I knew musaza bangesa sunait. Anapepesa. Of course it's gone. So akakaudi ni muntu ndo wangu Chanko. I would love akavutika lenti. I would love go pay the money to the landlord. I've done that several times. I personally go and pay to the landlord myself. If it is materials, I should go and check. Okay, now just because I have good friends and late lovely, I ask my colleagues, I delegate. My colleagues would go and check the situation yake kumene magona kudi ndio tani. Then if we are providing resources, we should know. Mukati monetese panopa, even in my secondary schools, if I receive an issue, I don't just rush bring that issue to social media to say, of course, there are students on agudi cinema boys of social media on my page. Timangu zipanga sort my issues kumbali ndeka. Ndeka account ndikutegera. Issue yose menda boys on my page just no kunde ndakaneka kuisolve pandeka. You see? So what I do is I go to those areas and see for myself what is the situation. Yeah. I will tell you, I went to Palombe this other day. Yeah. We took a student that side, and this other time I went in Chagulumba Oko. We took a student. It was nice this was social media because I was able to handle myself. The fees was small. Kumarindi Ugo, I have 2 students now. When I work as a JC, so I do vetting. Like this other time, there was a student in Kunzuni. Just recently, and out of legal rentals and stuff, I had to call the director of social welfare, So I had to say, okay, colleague, can you please check on this one? And do you know this person? Yeah. Is she really in need? So I'm going to verify who is in need, and if you tell me, so we sorted things out. Yeah.
Let's get back to the academia issue ya delinking. Kwa mimi mabangiro delinking uta pita kaya kujeni? Kamena unakaibeza.
I think chanko ya terabyte. Oh. If we were the last cohort, Chancellor College.
Graduation moga menya baba. And congratulations in advance. I hear.
Thank you so much.
They are graded.
They are graded, man.
Kameni mtumodu. Graduate. Upangeza humanitarian ni useve so gugu kapangeso.
Zanchito.
Ama I think you really did some good job. Yeah.
I appreciate.
I wanted to understand you personally. How do you feel about drinking in Nigeria?
Well, much as I'm proud good we are still maintaining the UNIMA name if you are kuchango. Kumano maybe
what gave you that light? For you know the mother university as you
man. The obvious.
Yeah, go ahead.
Imagine sindichua zina university naka ya kuplanta azikati UNIMA. Yeah, so majors nice maybe kumbali inayodi when it comes to administrative part, administration maybe zinani ngati kuti azibanga decentralize kuti college ikhale payo kazibanga izibazoka and the likes when it comes to raising funds azisamali apaoka mwina ijojo chiambulera board UNIMA it was too broad kumabe ine from my personal point of view
that's how I asked.
Saying maybe there is more that government should do they shouldn't really be satisfied with the delinking stuff. Government should do more. I mean, you have ever heard about Mombera University? It has been a song. Then Marine Biology University that being thought or dreamt of. All those things. I mean, these things, I wish if they were to materialize, come to reality, the drinking side, let us leave it at that side. But it does not really change anything because the institutions are the same. We need something more. We need more universities that can accommodate more Malawian youths. We cannot talk about Vision 2063 if our youths, our able youths are not being educated. So I would rather say to Funama universities ambili.
Smart? Mwayankama smart. But you will muna guys, but I asked you, is it just for entertainment? Is it just entertainment or
those guys
some sort of serious thing?
They are not. So you know
Mubas.
If and Mubas they are not ifeyo. Mubas they are not.
Mpaka kunea kuti kule jina yake kuplanta.
Yeah. So they are our kids. You know, we are the parent here. So we cannot hate them. We love them. In fact, when my brother Gershom Nyirenda was president of Mubas, we were so close. I think maybe you noticed it. We were so close. I I wanted to bring them closer to say, there are a lot of things you need to learn from us as elders. So he was so cooperative and humble enough, a down-to-earth man. He came, he learned a lot of things, and Muzao says most of the times when UNIMA starts something, they copycat, not only Mobas, but also talk of other universities. Right now, somewhere university in Agericha Kuchorogo, they are what? They are at cultural festival, but you see what it's us who started.
Yeah, but I feel like beef, yeah, Polendi Chanko. I'll still go for Pole Chanko because I'm used to those names.
Yeah.
I feel like UNIMA Yanganina to the positive side, yeah?
Yeah, it's very positive.
Yeah, very banga inspired because I've gone like Mina Gubita Musgo to Ndugenda Musego Job is a Mafana Ganga. Mafana, they are still in secondary school. They've never been to college. I say, Mafana with Chanko Ninda Mina Win. I say, Mafana Mubas in that way. And then you're inspiring someone who you know. Alimbigire Geri as a video as a video with Chanko.
Yeah.
For that part, we didn't
know. I agree with you. In fact, people may take it from kuti ena ake osazindikira akuzoona ngati mwina mwake anthu fetu kuyamba naza serious, but trust you me, there is nothing to do with hatred. Bali ndipo iwo agenda bale athu. Whatever we are doing, it's what keeps us going, and we need the vibe, the fun. You get my point.
Let's talk about tribalism, Madara. Sininga ule nuru mujoge banobati sana gambe issue okuzani tribalism, because I'm one of the people nkani okuzani tribalism mima ndi banga affect I don't like it. So it's good ndiwe ku mpoto, but no say umene ku anthu amangoti
atumbuka koma ine amwenkhoni
anthu sizimawa zote see we listen tumbuka. But do you really see this thing of tribalism iguta?
No, man. It will take time. It will take time.
You personally, I don't want you to take the political view now.
But
I want us behavior. I feel.
Yeah.
Is this somebody mabangas zimina madandora and my office? Of course, zimina basic cause okay. You can still touch on the political side. Zimina basic cause cause ugundi so bange limit. But is this a makara dandora and zimina? If you go office ndi uyu mwana wa kwitu we have had ana kupolea kumadandaula kuti ana kumpoto akangofika ndo amaenda okao kama disama bango okao we have also,
which is bad,
we have also had ana kumpota kudandaula kuti mina akafika ma areas ajoina kuti aliko okay kama kanga mina kusalidwa ule mina akadiwa jabaliba kunenedwa mabuza and stuff like that. Do you umaona kuti vuto ndili patipo kweni?
Okay man, the main problem is our parents. Okay, I cannot explain this issue at tribalism without necessarily mentioning something to do with politics. Okay, allow me to talk about that.
Yeah, that's okay.
Now, you know what? Kumalawi kunoko chimene chinatigawanisa kwambiri ndi ndale. Okay, koma anthu fe ndi amodzi. And in fact, Malawians are very good people.
Exactly, man.
Malawians are very good people.
The way we work, anthu akunja.
But it's these politicians amene amatipanga divide. This dates back to MCP era. It dates back to UDF era. Then came DPP. You know what? These issues to say in strategic positions, just because what I will be doing is like, whenever I want to make appointments, if I'm head of state, let's say for example, if I'm head of state, then I should say my circle should be that of Antuakwatu, which is very wrong. And the generation yatu we must bring this to an end. Okay? So you during UDF, people would say, what yao wangalusa. But ndekuti ku state house amena dzadza ko ndayawo kawo kama para state house ndayawo kawo.
Umangona sweka boma likasintha umangodabwa kuti position yako umangonera maina kuti okay.
So that's why you find good even right now the battle that is there during this campaign period. You find out it's a battle of tribes. Man, you are an intellectual, I'm an intellectual. We know these things. Let's put them as they are. And in fact, security is in the kind of consequences then I won't say because of my work and stuff. But I'm putting things as plain as they are. It's a battle of tribes. People have gone even deeper to say it's a battle between Lomwes and the Chewas. Where are you positioning the Senas? Where are you positioning the Tumbukas, the Nkondes? You see, so izizi za mitunduzi ndizoipa chifukwa ndi zimene zimatibwezesa mbuyo chifukwa if you are, let's say you are the head of state today, now just because kunena kuti ineyo ndine wakwanu ukunditenga ineyo kundipasa position mukundipanga appoint pa position onena kuti ineyo sindingakwanitse koma just because we come from the same region, we are from the same tribe, it's bad because if I am incompetent and yet there is someone who is competent who can do that better but is from another region, appoint that particular person. So ma colleges zimachitika adinde panopa to the pang'ono chabe zikuchitikabe kumanzona kuti at least by and by people have started understanding kuna kuti we need each other as Malawians, and there must be no sinners in Malawi. There must be no Chewas, no Lomwes, no Kondes, no Tumbukas. There must be Malawians in Malawi.
Yeah, because you mentioned something to do with parents. As you said, I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
Growing up, upbringing young, it was Kubalaga. You understand? Kubalaga ntaimene pano mwina mkupemeke kwamba kufika na tumbuka koma ntaimene ineo ndinakulomosi zaka zingapo osaona ko munthu achitumbuka. You understand? Koma ndimapezeka zoti I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
Ndimakula ndikudaya ndatumbuka. Do you know why? Surrounding. Anthu amene makhanawo kandi zimene amakamba zimakhala kuti negative about the Tumbukas. Growing up now, mastirata zatitenga kuti chosa kumuzi kuja tibwesa kuno town kumaona kuti maneba ena kumakhala nawo anthu aja
correlate very well.
Kumakhala nawo ngati makolo ako achiwiri. You understand the way they are treating you, and then you're like okay, kani anthu fenda bwino as you said, within the fan Malawi different abwino. And then recently there was also a post that trended by Twitter when wagana zakamba na ura mastinanga mandirangiza ndakumbukira kuti my mom gave me a whole lecture when kuti ndikazafuna kwatira ndizakwatire Tumbuka nzanga. And now I see why it makes sense. I think the post was something like that. Panayaga moto because people were mad like, dude, what are you saying? So I feel like zinthu izizi ndimona ngati kuti ifeyo anafe tilibe vuto kweni unless mwina tikamangomvera akuluakulu aja zinthu chosapanga digest. Koma as you indicated earlier kuti makulu aja, so I think they need to change their mindset. Amene amatipangisa kuna kuti zinthu zipange because ndimaona kuti anawa amene akubwera olo ifeyo timene makhalira pepesi zoti tikucheza without even asking each other kuti
ndipo tibe nazo
ntchito.
Man, I'll give you example ngati ya ineyo. I say ineyo ndakhala kwambiri kunoko. I came ku Zomba kunoko on 31st October 2012. And I've been here up to now. Sinachoke ku ineyo kunoko. Then you find kuti anthu amene ndakhala nawo kwambiri ino ndi Alomwe and Chewas. Even growing up anthu amene ndapanga nawo date my exes ndi Alomwe ndi Chewa. Palibe montumbu
chimulo amwini.
Magambaruka.
Sipakababaire.
Okay, also talk of the Let Love Lead organization. You know, as a person, man, I would tell you the areas that we have reached out to kwambiri fail. They are people Lomwe belt. Mwandiva
ajina Palombe
kupita ku Cholo kupita ku Zomba kuno kuchira dzulu kupita ku Machinga all the hours mangochi we took anake follow amabwera ku UNIMA we na mapita ku mast. You find out kuti man, you know I don't give it.
And you know the crazy part, even anthu amene amachoka kunoko kupita kumpoto akangopita kumpoto they'll tell you ase kunoko ndikwabwino sizabwirira so kumeneko. I have friends excuse me, I have friends who are anapita umeye kuchena just for internship. They will call me and say ase ni kumeko sinzabwira pano vana maphuzi ya Chirumbuka kumeko sinza ase kunoko ndikwabwino. So I feel like kuna kuti
bwanga tsala komedwe ko ndi tachitumbuka.
But that's it. So I feel like kuna kuti bringing scenario bwino. I think Magulu also
they contributed.
Yeah.
And now it's our responsibility if we must change our mindset, and we must know that as a country we need each other. We need each other for us to grow. Let deserving people get positions.
Let's talk about you are also an environmentalist?
I did ethics. In fact, Kuchanko, Nawanga badge of arts humanities. So I majored in philosophy. So I did ethics. I applied ethics. I did environmental ethics. Okay. So environmental ethics ndizimene zokundipangisha kwambiri kundikhala interested kwambiri on issues to do with the environment. Are you asking because of the chawe issue?
Yeah,
that I posted?
We are going there. Kodi asende kuti wewe basi na chicho soma ngochona ngati chikufuna attention yako. Chiri yose ngochona ni ichichi basi ndipagetawo.
Well, ndikuona ngati kuti as a responsible citizen, I have the responsibility to speak where something is going on wrong.
Unangobadwa choncho kapena it comes from the family.
I should say I think I was groomed up that way. I was groomed that way. I grew up with my uncle Zaga Zambire, who is so disciplined, and the madaraja ona kuti aphunzitsa anthu ambiri kwathu asioti si ma biological children now why komano zona kuti kuwapanga support even anthu ena ake kuti amatha kuwalemba kuti abwera ngati antchito pa den budget basi kena kupeza kuti amusisa antchito amupitisa ku school.
Let's finish off with the shower issues.
So my studies za ethics is just nandipasa interest kwambiri kuti I should have that heart towards environmental conservation. So recently I haven't been so happy with what is happening Kuchawe.
But you will, Mr. You are working with the Malawi Police Service.
Yes.
Ndino my stakeholders.
You want to say what are we doing? You want to ask
what yes, exactly.
All right. The what? The issue Kuchawe, it's beyond just the Malawi Police Service. It needs different stakeholders coming together and joining hands. I will tell you now, for you to deploy police officers, if I were in charge, assuming so, for you to deploy police officers, there are a number of issues. The officers will need to eat, they will need transportation for them to be deployed, and they will need resources. Will there be nanga patrols mapanga ndi zikwanji?
Issue meje ina zavuta so nthai naye kantha mwamba zoti anthu amene amapanga patrol amakhala ndi chikwanji. Anthu amene akumabwera kusaononga kuchawe kucha ena kuti amapezeka zoti mpaka nali ndi mfuti. Komanso amapeza kuti iwo ajakhala ndi zida zopsa kuposa anthu amene ali pa patrol.
Yeah, so it's beyond just the Malawi Police Service. It needs government to come in. It needs non-governmental organizations to come in. It needs a serious awareness. And also it's beyond that. It also demands kuti anthu amene amapita kuchawe aja. Amapita kuchifuwa chani. It's also an issue to meet the willingness and the ability to meet their needs. Chifukwa aina kuwapeza, they will tell you kuti feo fees machokera. Ifeo chokudera machokera. Ifeo survive yatu machokera muti imachokera. But now let's look at the bigger picture. Anthu amene wazidwa kuna kuti akaononga kumene kuti zinzawo zimachokera. The whole Zomba will suffer and some parts of Machin.
And it's not only Zomba, madam.
You see, some parts of Machin.
Malawi.
People will suffer here. Trust me, what is happening in Kuchawe Kuja, it is wrong. It is wrong and I condemn it in strongest terms. We need to do something. So you may wonder to say, Ineo Bingwa Police, I'm the one who posted that on my page to say, you see, I did that deliberately because I took advantage of the 18,000 plus followers of my page. Message I feel and definitely people have acted on some issues what tabanga post your page. So by and by I believe so now something is going to what? Is going to happen. Surely.
Cody, are you married?
No, I'm not married.
You have a girlfriend?
Yeah, I do. I have a girlfriend.
Okay, but before we wrap up, is there anything maybe you would love us to talk about? Let me just give you that chance. Because we're about to wrap up due to the interest of time.
All right. In air management, I was a student at UNIMA and I was a reader that side. Yes, I have seen people benefiting from the loans board. Management the podcast, this kind of conversation that I'm having with you, ikafida and hochuruka. Chimeninga pempe na gudi. Amena ending ngongole za loan.
Yes,
so amena ending ngongole za loan. If you know you benefited from the loans board and you're watching me right now, please pay back your loan so that other people can benefit.
I don't know. System of management
and you know what? Some of them they benefited from the board as way back as 2011, 2012.
Is it the tracking system?
I don't know. So you see,
Panova,
one of the laws body is recovering a lot of money. They have put in place measures and they are recovering some good sums of money. So I'm speaking to those people. So I'm speaking to people they what? They are non-government organizations. When it comes to funding my students. Lastly, it's important. I'm assuming people are going to watch this before 16 September.
Yeah.
It's so important. Achinyamata patronize Malaris. Sizoti anthu andipanga misinterpret kuna kuti yai wa polisi amapanga campaign. Ine sindi kupanga campaign, sindi yankha campaign kwa wina aliyense. Kwa I'm saying kuna kuti achinyamata they should patronize Malaris. Kuma when they are patronizing Malaris amene anthu andali akupanga, they should avoid violence. Apite akamve mfundo kuti kodi awali ndi mfundo zanji.
How often do you meet these politicians? You're a very influential guy. How often do you meet these politicians?
So let me proceed. Akamve mfundo, akamva asagwisidwe ntchito in a negative way.
Yes.
You know, as I told you kuti amalawi ndife anthu abwino, ndi anthu ena ake asatilekanise ifeyo. Anthu andali asatilekanise ifeyo. So achinyamata should not be used. And in fact, I like what is happening. There is calmness. Let this calmness continue.
Yeah.
But also when it comes to 16 September, people should come in large numbers. They should go and vote.
Yeah. Do you see yourself in Thailand as a politician? Because I'm asking this, I've seen Antwambili akamalemba maga ma online lipo kuti machori majana magula inonjezani lija ma lighters amene ma online influencers, ma social media influencers akamalemba zokuza ndiza iweyo amakometsera kumakutchula kuna kuti chani young leader, future leader. They use so many decorated names.
All right.
So do you see yourself becoming a
you know, one thing that people have to know is that when we're talking about leadership or when we talk about responsibility, it's not only in politics. Someone can be a leader, but outside politics. I can be a leader in the Malawi police service. I can be a leader in different sectors.
Do you see, Thanks Eliah Mwawanda, do you see yourself? Thanks Eliah, do you see yourself becoming a politician?
So,
don't be smart.
What is it that's going to happen?
I can tell you guys, I can prophesy. I'm not a prophet. I can prophesy. Thanks Eliah and Hainaga as a politician. I say, let's wrap up like this. Yes. I'm gonna ask you a few this or that questions. Fredogis or Bemperompande? Pick one. You have to pick one? No explanation. Bemperompande.
Yes.
What's one habit you can't live without?
I can't live without my phone.
Without your phone?
I'm already feeling bad. It's away from.
do you have a book, a move that changed how you think?
A Long Walk to Freedom by Nelson Mandela.
Wow, that's not a movie?
No, it's a book. When it comes to a movie, what do you call this? Zakarikari is
all right. We'll skip that. What's the best advice you ever received?
Never give up.
From?
That was my mom.
Okay. What's one thing on your bucket list?
On my?
Bucket list.
Yeah. Should I put it out?
Yes.
I want to be as honest as I can.
Yes, you should. Please do.
No, I'll tell you in the background.
Please do. The viewers, the controllers would like to know.
Oh, it's something to do with the. It may not come to pass now, but someday I have always wanted that thing to come to pass. Yeah.
Which is? You're a very smart man, but you're not going to outsmart me. You have been outsmarting me the whole podcast. Which is?
Oh yeah.
So, if you could give your younger self one piece of advice, what would it be?
Always be there for others.
If you had to eat, if you weren't doing what you're doing right now, what do you think would you be doing?
Right now,
Yeah.
I'll be watching some rallies.
No, what I mean is, let me put this as a very
Okay, as in not being a police officer.
not being a police officer, not going to UNIMA.
I would be home. I would be in Karonga right now. Maybe.
Chimene okay, ndifuso limene chimene nkaenda mulimu mwe kuti mina school, God forbid ina kauli school sina tege za mali police ugenzo libwezo utani wewe no.
By then I was thinking to say if all these things they don't work, I should just go out of Malawi.
Kuvaya kunja?
Kuvaya kujoin.
What's one thing you wish you learned earlier in life?
I wish I learned earlier how to be financially disciplined.
Wow. That's a smart one. If you had to eat one meal forever, what would it be?
I would eat chips and eggs. Yes.
Chips and eggs? Yes. Okay. Which habit instantly turns you off about people?
Lies.
Lies.
I hate lies. I didn't hate it.
Wow. You're a man of integrity.
I want someone to be very honest in the first place. Even if it's going to hurt me, but it has to be an honest response.
What's your favorite song right now? You might play that one beat on your playlist.
Okay, when I want to listen to music, then I listen to Udikirede Komabe Utenterede.
Chino chose chizigo kuza UNIMA guys. Silizaidana so mtu wangu UNIMA. Atawa dama. But I say one thing. Zina lako say
yes.
La things. Liba divasa busy. So I was reading this other article. Yo kuzana ndi wewe. Ndi amada kalemba. Amazabwera thanks. So I was confused. I was like, could you malimba? Thanks. I was talking about when I was like, oh, they're talking about because I was about because I'm about to say thanks Eliah. For showing up. You're a very busy guy.
Thank you.
We don't take it for granted. We didn't know you spared us some time to my youth organizable. I'm pretty sure I'm fun organizable.
Yeah, so I'm so humbled.
Very smart guy that puts as we start, but I said it's because somebody's made in the interest of time.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure you'd come back probably maybe after the elections. We'll make some proper time. So but thanks a lot, madam.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I'm so glad that you invited me over, and I don't take it for granted.
Welcome.
It's an honor to me.
Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Guys, please do subscribe. If you loved this podcast, if you like watching our podcast or our episodes, please do subscribe. I already mentioned earlier on, you subscribing is what gives us energy. Content. Don't forget, you can also sponsor our episodes, or you can. Maine chizungu cha tawa thanks. Chizungu cha tawa.
Yakuna nijichewa.
Okay, wewe intellectual ku UNIMA.
We are Malawians.
Tangu timalizira out wase. Timalizire.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Malawians, for watching. I appreciate you. As my friend has said, may you please subscribe, and if you want to sponsor them, it's very beautiful that they should be bringing youthful minds here, and we have conversations with them and learn from their perspective. What are they thinking about different issues, governance issues, social issues, ethical issues, all that. God love you. Until next time. Goodbye.
Ndabangalizaini. Yambira lero libazibwera thanks Eliah podcast vanova. Zuma kwambiri.